of the Wire Sports Podcast. We are on a new software, so we're learning a lot of things. We're having a lot of technical issues today, but my name is Justo. Welcome to the Wire Sports Podcast. This is unlike any other sports podcast that you listen to. We're unhinged. We've been in trouble before. We'll try not to get in trouble this time, but who knows? We do just talk sports, but we are a group of friends that have been doing this literally since we were kids. And we did it in college through WWSU 1069. I always like to give them a shout out. And we got back together during the pandemic. We've been doing shows ever since. The Wire Sports Podcast is the one that stayed true throughout all this. One thing that's been true is that we love to talk sports with each other, whether or not we have people out there. The thing that's different about The Wire is we want you to chime in. Over the years, we've had some great fans get involved with us in the chat. No matter if you're on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, or otherwise, your chat will lead to our chat, so feel free to chime in on our stories. I'm going to kick it around to the guys now. I know we did these introductions once, but we got to do them again because we're back live on the air. So, Sahi, Ray, Trey, how are we doing? It's been a while.
Yeah.
Like 5 whole minutes.
Oh, man. Doing all right, man. Got a new tattoo recently, so I'm enjoying that. But, yeah, just living and working, man. Dealing with all this snow up here.
What you get?
Shit. The snow wise or a tattoo?
Tattoo, fool.
Oh, I got the 3 stars behind my right ear. Probably can't see them because I'm terrible at moving cameras and stuff. But the numbers say 428. It's my grandmother's birthday, so. You know,
you got it that time.
Yeah, sweet. Must be
I
muscle
also
memory.
got one. I'm not gonna try. Oh wait. Nope. Am I just showing the back of my head? Okay.
No, I saw it.
Oh hell yeah. Sahi, Trey, how are you guys doing? How was your break?
Yeah. I ain't getting no tattoo, but we chilling, just working, doing the same thing, watching these games, trying to see what's going on with y'all.
I did get a new
Happy to be
tattoo
back.
behind my ear as well.
Really?
For real?
I did.
You for real? You bullshit? Oh man, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's 3.
What you get?
I got a little Sagittarius arrow. New city, working things out.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Man, Sahi, you need to go to the tattoo shop immediately.
I know right now.
Yeah, man.
Right now, after the show. Somebody got it open for me.
You know, if you can go a couple hours north, I got a guy. He can take care of you.
Somebody in the chat, hook me up.
I swear. We'll rep your tattoo shop for some tattoos.
Absolutely.
Well, I will. I can't speak for everybody else. But
No, we'll put it on the website. We are now sponsored by Ever After Entertainment, and so the guy that owns that company, he's a real piece of work. No, anyway, all right, let's talk about sports, guys, before we lose. We get more technical difficulties. I'm gonna cut a bunch of stories out of this so we can keep it to maybe a tight 30. We'll see what we can do here. Let me know if we go too long. So the name of the game, as we've done it in the past, most recently in the past, Sahi's newest idea for everybody in the room. I've got topics, and inside those topics, I've got questions that we're going to pass around the room. You guys get roughly 30 seconds, max a minute for your takes. So we're not doing any monologues today. Try to get your takes out quick. I'm going to score your takes. The points really don't matter. It's kind of like whose line is it anyway, but I'll try to take a more accurate toll of 1 point per good take for now. And at the end, again, like I said, the points don't matter. So we'll say who wins, but that person can go ahead at the end of the show and give their hot take. How about we do it that way this time? And we'll go back to our full mode next time. So let's start in the NFL. Obviously, we just had the AFC Championship and the NFC Championship this past weekend. So we're going to go through the AFC Championship first. I feel like I'm back in high school, guys. The Patriots beat the Broncos and are headed to the freaking Super Bowl. Only there's no Tom Brady involved. In fact, I think actually he was on he called one of the games. Was it that one?
It was the NFC Championship.
The NFC. Okay. See, it was just a very throwback Sunday. It felt weird. So looking at the game, the Patriots versus the Broncos, the first question is, and we'll take it around the room, whoever wants to start. If you're praising one thing or naming one thing as the headline, what is it? Is it the Patriots defense when traveling or the Patriots offense surviving?
I'd say for me more the Patriots offense surviving, because the weather to me had more to do with Denver not being able to move the ball in the second half. Like once the snow started blowing right in their faces, I thought they didn't, capitalize on any of those opportunities, because you kind of can't, when you can't see and you're all slippery. So I thought the offense of the Patriots kind of escaped a little bit.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think their offense. I don't know what what's his name, McDaniels was thinking. He threw the ball to the wrong side of the field for most of the play. He threw it to their best corner like all game, and I was like, I don't understand why we're doing that. And Brian agreed in the chat, but the weather didn't help. But I think the Patriots were so much leaning on their defense all game that they didn't even towards the end of the game they didn't even care if they went 3 and out, because they knew they couldn't score on them. So I'm mainly because the conditions on offense were on both sides. Like no one could really move the ball but when it came to the defense, they just got stops. So I think it's the Patriots defense showing up really.
Okay. Sahi, we got one on either side. What's the headline you give this? Patriots defense while traveling or Patriots offense surviving?
I'm gonna go Patriots offense surviving. They had Stidham on the other side as far as defense, so you expect the defense to show up against a backup, a guy in that kind of game and that magnitude, NFC, AFC Championship game. It would have been a miracle, Cinderella story if Stidham pulls that off. So you expected the defense to come in and dominate, but the offense, once the weather started going, it was just survival mode. Let's play field position. We're not trying to put up points. We're just out here just trying to not lose the game by making them a crucial mistake.
Absolutely. Speaking of that, my next topic, and great job, I'll give a point to everybody. I think everybody had a solid point on that one. You get a bonus point if you have a second point in your thing that just really sends it home. Otherwise, these points don't matter. I need to figure out how to do the points, guys. I'm not a good host. What's the real story? So I'd say like a lot of people could tie this back to the missed field goal, right? Obviously, the conditions for kicking a field goal, not ideal. And in a normal game, I think that sails down the middle from where he was at. Looked like a good kick to me. What's the real story? Is it execution and weather? Or is this coaching decisions under pressure? Is this less about the weather? I mean, this is Denver and New England. If there are a handful of teams that we can say should be prepared for this kind of inclement weather, I would say the Patriots are there, the Broncos are there, the Bills are there, the Lions are there, the Packers are there, the Vikings are there. So with these two being chief among them, is this about the weather or is this coaches under pressure?
I'll go first.
I'll go first. I say it was more about the weather because you really can't do anything. It's cold, the wind is swirling. You don't really know where the ball is going to travel. Like even as a quarterback trying to sling that thing, and it's a little sleety, it's a little wet. So I'm chalking this up to just the weather, the conditions. So I mean, there's not really too much you can do about it. It's like old school football, you know?
Yeah. Absolutely. Good point.
Yeah. Just echoing off of what he said, like they got the Denver and I believe New England got in field goal range multiple times. It's just by the time they got down there, the weather was so bad that they couldn't make the field goal. And I think Sean Payton went for it on a fourth down when his team was up 10-0, I believe, and it could have, or no, 7-0, and it could have brought it up to 10-0, but he decided to go for it and ended up kind of biting them a little bit. So I think if you coach the way you normally coach, one thing you can't control is the weather. You can get down there all you want, but if the wind decides to push your ball to the left or the right, it's over with.
I'll go with the weather too. Just the thing that was tricky about this game was in the first half, they were moving the ball. Like everybody was moving the ball, so I think like once you see that, it's kind of hard for you to like kind of gauge it and back off of it and be like, oh well, because they showed the picture on the TV. Like the first half, it was clear, it was cold outside. By the middle of the third quarter, the field was covered. It was just terrible. Yeah. So if you can't get off of what you're trying to do to compensate for that, then that was just bad. It was bad coaching, really.
Yeah. It is tough. Something that you got to definitely take into consideration in this league, especially with the weather changing every year. But I like it. Everybody choking it up to the weather. That makes sense to me. So deep that you couldn't even, they had to carve lines out on the field.
Josh McDaniels should have known better. He coached in Denver.
Yeah. Okay, so then last question on the AFC Championship. If you're New England and you're headed into the Super Bowl against the Seahawks, what worries you most going into this game? Is it red zone offense? Is it third downs and the ability to execute on third down? Or is it protecting Drake May against the Seahawks defense?
Protecting Drake May for me because their Seahawks has a hellified defensive line, and some of the offensive line for the Patriots struggles with stunts and more athletic defensive ends. So I think if Will Campbell keeps having problems on the left side, Drake May gonna get beat up in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, it's gonna be. They're both really good defensive teams. But when it comes offensively, I just think that the Seahawks have way too many weapons. I literally every time I watch them play, I keep forgetting they have Cooper Kupp until he goes and does the Cooper Kupp things. Like he's like their third option.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah. He's a Triple Crown winner. Like that's crazy to say, but JSN is a beast. Like I don't know. Anybody ever seen a rookie do some of the stuff he's doing? No. Like he is
product of where? That team that has a cake schedule that does fraudulent championships. That's the team he came from. That's right.
But even just watching him in his craft, like the way he flows in and out of breaks seamlessly, like it is a thing of beauty.
Yeah.
He's a monster.
Yeah, it took him a couple of years to get there, but he's getting there.
Yeah, I think he's in his second year. Possibly.
Yeah. He was good last year.
Yeah, I think second.
I thought it was his third.
This year he done took it. One of them two. Three, whatever.
Sahib, what about you? If you're the Patriots, are you worried about the red zone offense, third down conversions, or protecting Drake May against the Seahawks defense?
Red zone offense for sure, because of all the weapons we just talked about in the running game. Seahawks just have, when you look at it, they just have the way better team of like all across the board. So it's going to be hard to pick against the Seahawks. The Patriots, they've got a lot to worry about coming up. Mike Vrabel's going to earn his money these next 2 weeks.
Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, it's rare to see a score like 41-6 in the playoffs. In the college playoffs, maybe. In the NFL playoffs, it's, we're talking about is it scripted because every game's coming down to a field goal, and then Seahawks just win 41-6 and blow that theory out of the water. Speaking of the Seahawks, they won their game 31-27. It was a little bit closer with the Rams. Was this about quarterback play for the Seahawks, or is it about them having a better late game answer to adversity? Because they've not seen as much of it as some of the other teams in the contention here. Is this more about what they're doing at quarterback, or is this more about the late game?
I would say it's about time we just take a step back and give Sam Darnold his due. That's just what that is. He had a rough start. He took a step back. He figured some things out. He got a little confidence because up in Minnesota, in that coach, and still some confidence in him. He knows what he can do. He does it, and we need to start putting him in that. And I know it's a little. Sometimes I feel like it's premature, but I think we need to start putting him in those upper echelon quarterback play categories. Maybe not at the top, but that step right under it, because that's how he's playing right now.
You know what's funny, and we'll pass it on from here, but it's like when you're hot, you're hot. When you're not at quarterback for Sam Darnold. Because there was a moment with Justin Jefferson and in Minnesota that we were on the verge of having this very same conversation. I think there is a constant here, and it's Sam Darnold. So I love the point, Trey. You got a bonus point out of me on that one. All right, who wants the next?
I'll take it, Limp Bizkit.
Limp Bizkit? You just lost the point.
That's a song of theirs, actually. You the one quoting their lyrics. You just literally quoted one of their new songs. But I forgot my point. But no, yeah, it's Sam Darnold. You know what I mean? You can say Minnesota, his season in Minnesota last year was a fluke, but, he had a bad game in the playoffs. And I was hoping that he would, finally be able to overcome that hump and, put it together in a game that mattered, really. And he did. So they don't get there without him being, who he is. And I don't know if he's changed his aggressiveness as much as he has a team around him that can uplift him when things get a little bad, like the Jets didn't and Carolina didn't. So I think it's because of Sam Darnold. Good for him.
All right, I like it. Sam Darnold finally getting his props on the wire. Sahi, tear him apart. I know what you do. Tell us why you suck. No,
yeah, Sam Darnold's doing pretty good. I'm looking at the. Did they have the 1 seed? Yeah, the Seahawks had the 1 seed. They played a 49ers team that really shouldn't have been in the playoffs. Let's be honest. Kittle gets hurt in the first half, tears his ACL. They don't have any weapons. They don't have Fred Warner. Okay. They beat the Rams by a few points, okay. And I really don't believe in Sam Darnold like that. But he's having a good career moment. So it could go one or two ways because everybody's picking the Seahawks. Everybody's saying the Seahawks should win this game. But Sam Darnold's got to get over that final hump. Because if he goes out there and loses game, it's right back to the same old Sam Darnold, seeing ghosts. Say he throws a couple picks in this game, chokes it off. So we got to see, man. This is the big game. Can he win the big one? Who's the Seahawks coach?
Mike McDonald.
Mike McDonald. Does he got any Super Bowl experience?
Mike McDonald. Mike Pence was the vice president.
Yeah.
Who said Mike Pence?
Mike McDonald. Does he have any Super Bowl experience?
No, I don't believe so.
The reason why I'm asking is because Mike Vrabel, the coach on the other side, he's been to multiple Super Bowl. He knows what this game is like. He's going to be able to get his quarterback prepared for this moment. And I don't think Drake May is going to choke it off. So we got to see. I'm still pumping my brakes on Darnold, but he's done a great job so far.
Okay.
I think it depends on how he plays. My bad.
No, you're good. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just gonna say I don't think he full on returns to type, because if he had lost the NFC Championship game, putting up the numbers he did, I think the narrative would still be on the positive side. To me, it depends on how he plays. If he, has a bad Sam Darnold game, but they're still in a position to win, I'd say he's going to get some credit for that. But yeah, if he just totally, shits the bed and they're just out of it by the second quarter, then yeah, you might have to. It might drop down back to, yeah.
It's easy to chalk this up to confidence, though, too. I think Trey made a good point. The caliber of weapons gives you something to be a little more confident in than just having to make Justin Jefferson happen.
But what
Cooper Kupp. Yeah, go ahead.
I was going to say it's we all know what certain people are going to do. It's about those, like the first two guys, the top two guys on either offense or defense. We know what they're going to do. They're going to be consistent. But it comes down to everybody else and how well they produce. And the Patriots have made a real good job of everybody playing team ball. But Seattle legit has. They drafted the two rookies they got playing on the back end of their defense have done really well. They did a great pickup with Cooper Kupp, and he's came along and helped out JSN. Like all their other players are doing.
Don't forget DeMarcus Lawrence
DeMarcus Lawrence turning loose. 99.
Let him get away.
I mean,
Dexter Lawrence.
So
not Dexter Lawrence. Leonard Williams. That's the other guy. Leonard Williams.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Well, to Sahi's point a little bit, I got a hot take to finish off the NFC, and I just want to bring this up just because I think it'll be funny. There's only been a few losses for the Seahawks this season. One of them was the 49ers, healthy early in the season, very early in the season, first game of the season. The Rams, although the Rams lost the rest of their matchups with the Seahawks. And then another team. Who was the other team that got the win over the Seahawks? I can't.
You know who it is.
I can't place it anywhere. So the question is, guys, this is a hot take. I want to throw these in sparingly because I think we've thrown them in pretty heavily in the past. Do we, in January, overrate explosive offense? Is it like compared to situational football for the rest of the season or now, is this us overrating or inflating explosive offense now that we're in the games that everybody's having to watch because their teams are knocked out? Whoever wants it first.
I need you to explain the question again. Like, what do you mean by overrating explosive offenses?
Would you describe the Seahawks the way you did in your take mid-season this year?
Probably. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I'll let you finish the word. I was just gonna say it's hard to answer that because the offense, they're supposed to be clicking like this in January, right? Like it's been 17 weeks, 18 weeks plus, preseason. Like they should know each other's tendencies, timing should be down. Like, so obviously I would expect the offense to be more explosive now than what it was 2 months ago. That's why I was asking, could you what do you mean?
Yeah. No, that's fair. Fair. Go ahead, Ray. Sorry.
Oh, no. I was just going to say, like, despite, offenses taking a leap in the past few years with innovation and motions and all that type of stuff, the old adage is still true. Defense wins championships. You have to have a defense capable of shutting somebody down or shutting that offense down if you want to get to the next level. That's been, Josh Allen's Achilles heel his whole career. He puts up 30-plus points in the playoffs, but defense also defenders over 30 points. So, without a good defense, you aren't going to go far.
Right.
Fair. Yeah. Sahi, what do you think?
But
man?
I would have.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. You're good.
I was just going to say, but their offense was on a good pace in the middle of the year. I think JSN was on pace to get for 2,000 yards. That's how much their offense was moving. So I think their defense is just catching up.
Yeah,
Sure.
I'm gonna have to say, yeah, their offense was definitely cooking. At the beginning of the year, putting up a lot of points. We outlasted them in Seattle, my Buccaneers. Great game, one of the best games to that point in the season. Um, Even now, if you go back and watch, it was a great game. It all fell apart after that. It all went to hell. But yeah, great defense at this time of the year because it's all about execution. So if you can disrupt that execution and you make it tough on the offense, a great defense in the big games will more times than not beat a great offense.
Okay.
But yeah, I
Very
think we
cool.
are overrating them a bit because they got the weapons, but it's Sam Darnold. Let's remember that.
Hey, there's gonna be a certain point where you just gonna have to give it to him, bro. And
It
pause.
is. It's
Pause.
gonna be
Right. Especially since Josh Allen.
He said you gonna give it up.
Oh, that's
He's been consistent
at some point, though, you're gonna have to give it up.
He's been consistent for 2 seasons now.
Yeah, for sure.
He's been consistent
For sure.
for 2 seasons. That's all I'm saying.
True.
If he gets all the way to the Super Bowl, he wins the Super Bowl, and has a decent year next year, are we not?
Yeah.
Now, if he wins the Super Bowl this year, I'm giving it up to him.
You give a guy competent coaching and weapons. It's amazing what he can do.
Oh, giving up what, Saheed?
Hey,
Jesus Christ.
Why?
Okay. So, well, let's move on. We're moving away. The Super Bowl's coming up. We're definitely going to cover it. Usually we try to do a live stream somewhere during the Super Bowl. We'll never actually get a full kickoff to end of the Super Bowl live stream going.
Hell no. I fall asleep.
if the Panthers play the Bengals, no, because Richie would come back to the show, then we would have to.
Not the Cowboys in it. I'm staying awake the whole thing.
So yeah, but we'll do something. Okay, still in the NFL before we jump. In a world where Patrick Mahomes was ranked by the NFL on the 25-26 season at number 12, C.J. Stroud was ranked at number 20. The 31st ranked starting quarterback in the NFL this season is Shedeur Sanders, and he is playing in the Pro Bowl. So, why? That's my only question. No hot take, no written, beautiful artistry from Justo. Just why?
Do they get fan votes?
They might get fan votes. The 30 other quarterbacks.
That's why.
I'm pretty sure that's why, to be honest.
Well, this is why, and I'm a fan, but sometimes fans mess it up for everybody. Like,
oh, no, not the fan vote part. The 31 other quarterbacks not wanting to do it part. That's what I was saying.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I mean, look, it was one thing when you were going to Hawaii. You got a little vacation. You get to mess around with your boys. Now you're just going down to Orlando to do some playground games and play flag football. I mean, yeah, the older you get, I don't think people – I think people just dropped out and they were like, hey, he can do it.
Trey, sorry. What was your thought? You think it's fan led maybe?
It's got to be. There's no way 31 other quarterbacks is like, nah. Like that can't be the case. Somebody we got to do some research on that.
You want some names? You want some names? Let's see. J.J. McCarthy, one spot ahead of him. Michael Penix Jr., Jaden Daniels, Tua, Geno, Cam, Jacoby Brissett, Jackson Dart, Tyler Shaw, Bryce Young, C.J. Stroud.
You mean Bryce Young was like, "Nah, I'm too good to play in the Pro Bowl"? Come on, like no.
Bo Nix said no. Bo Nix definitely said no. His ankle is not. That was disgusting. Jalen Hurts, Baker Mayfield, Aaron Rodgers, Caleb Williams, Lamar Jackson, Brock Purdy, Patrick fucking Mahomes, Jordan Love, Joe Burrow, Sam Darnold's gonna be
that third too.
Yeah,
I think so. Well, yeah.
And I don't know. NFL also has Drake May as the #1 quarterback this year, so maybe things are skewed here. But I don't know. Sahi, what do you think? Why the fuck did it land at spot 31?
Just because nobody else wanted to do it. I feel like I don't know. No, not really that, but and it's like good for like eyes and media.
People talk about
clicks and views. They're doing it for the clicks and views. That's all.
We're talking about it.
It's a flag football game, ain't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And some playground games to raise point.
Skills competitions.
Yeah, it's all it's gonna do is just raise the
it's
stock
funny,
of,
but like,
Shedeur Sanders. I was totally surprised when I heard the news, but I mean, who's gonna be watching the Pro Bowl anyway?
Yeah, I mean,
I don't even know what night it's on. Well, I think Sunday still, but yeah.
It depends on if I have anything else going on. No. Okay, I'm gonna jump the coaches carousel because I think we can talk about it next week. I want to get on to some other sports here. Just in case this broke as we were starting recording, we'll talk about one coaching hiring / firing. After the hype they got from the School of Hard Knocks docuseries and the season he had this year, Mike McDaniel was fired. He's now been hired as the offensive coordinator for the Chargers. We've got a lot of these open positions / coaches move into different places to talk about. We'll dive in heavily next week. With this change, does all the blame in Miami fall on Mike McDaniel? And does it make sense for him to have to take a full step back into a coordinator position? Or do you think this is a good move for him based on where he's at in his career?
I think it's an excellent move for Mike McDaniel. You can't really put too much blame on him. Tua was hurt a lot. But when Tua was healthy, Tua was doing his thing. They were doing a lot of good in Miami. So I think I wanted Mike McDaniel to come down to Tampa and be the offensive coordinator. He chose to go with Justin Herbert and Jim Harbaugh. He's not going to be there for long. So this is going to be a one gap stop year. Learn some things from a well-established coach. And he's going to be into the head coaching carousel next year because there's going to be job openings. And probably not as many as it was this year. So he's probably missing out on some good jobs. But I think for Mike McDaniel, this was a good thing. He's going to be able to reset and move forward gracefully.
I like it.
Yeah, he can wind up in Tampa as a coach.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be crazy. Back in Florida.
Yeah. But no, I think Miami went all in on the veterans. They went the veteran route, with guys like Jalen Ramsey. and it just didn't work out for them. And once it didn't work out for them, they had to offload all that salary, which kind of limited them to the players they could bring in. And while they brought in Tyreek Hill, drafted Jalen Waddle, got a couple good running backs, they didn't really do much with the defense. So I don't blame him as much as I blame the GM. But I do think that with Tua healthy, they did some things. So I think this is a good lateral move to establish himself back as one of the top young offensive minds in the NFL. Then next year he can, like Sahi said, be one of them job openings that's bound to come.
Yeah. It's crazy that postseason now, chop, 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 all the way down the board. It's becoming.
Yeah, bro. He's going to do well in LA, I do believe.
Yeah. Trey, what do you make of all this, man? Is this a good move for Mike?
That's definitely a good move for Mike. It's definitely a good move for Mike. He's a smart, offensive-minded coach. Harbaugh has difficulty being creative in his offenses. He needs someone there he's a quarterback's coach, but when it comes to designing offenses, I think McDaniels would be perfect for that team. And I don't think it's McDaniels' fault at all. Why it's the quarterback was made of paper mache, no offense, and getting beat with a steel bat. And it was the GM's fault for allowing people to influence him to go strictly offense and splash all this money on big names instead of doing the development that he needed to do with his players that he was getting. I think that's where a lot of teams go wrong. They reach for these big names and spend all this money, and they don't think about developing. I think that's why Detroit's doing so well with their team. I think that's why Harbaugh does well with his teams, because they develop. So that's where I'm at with it.
Good point. Did everybody get to go in on that one? Sorry, I was just getting an update from our co-director / my wife. We've been audio only today, boys.
Hey.
So the only person looking at our ugly mugs is us. No, just playing. That's all right, folks. Next week we'll be back on video. We'll figure it out. Great takes, everybody. We're gonna move on from the NFL. Did everybody get a chance to watch? Okay, first and foremost, UFC is no longer $60 to watch a main event every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
It is on Paramount Plus. You can go back and watch 1,500 fights. I was watching the stuff, Sahi, that we used to watch before I got drunk enough to let you knock me out for no reason. That's where boys became men, watching UFC 75 or whatever the fuck it was. UFC 324 was this weekend. Everybody get a chance to watch it?
Yeah.
I watched the last two matches.
I watched up until the last match, and then I didn't get to see Patty.
Okay.
I watched it all pretty
Patty
much.
and Gaethje.
Okay. Yeah, so I also watched the whole fight, the whole circuit, but we'll talk just through the final two. First story in the UFC for me with 324 on the horizon. Sean O'Malley's back, right? And he didn't just take on nobody. He had Song Yadong. I should not have had a drink and try to say that name. And this dude's a powerhouse striker, definitely up and coming. Sean had taken a step back after a loss. Back in the ring, pretty deciding victory in my opinion. With that,
you say
win,
you heard your dong was powerful, Justin.
I didn't say that. I didn't say it that way, for fuck's sake. Where's my mask? All right. Listen. Oh, shit. Nobody can see me. We're on audio. God damn it. Okay. So, based on this fight with Sean O'Malley back in action, he looked like he didn't miss a beat, quite frankly. Where do you rank him amongst contenders now? And who do you think his nightmare matchup would be if you have one? It's okay if you don't.
Man, to be honest, I don't really keep up with that division. You said he's with lightweight, right?
Yeah, O'Malley.
Yeah, lightweight. Yeah. Oh God, who was the lightweight champion? Refresh my memory. It's not Volkanovski, is it?
Is it
Making sure I don't get it wrong. He's bantamweight. Sean O'Malley is bantamweight.
Bantam. Okay. See, yeah, they're way too many divisions.
Small guys. And the bantamweight champion. Let me just check with production here.
Kashev?
Oh, that's Peter Yan.
Yeah, Islam.
Yeah, that's who took the belt from.
Oh,
Peter Yan.
Yeah. And he's a fucking monster.
Murad is up there. Yeah.
Yeah, man. I think that's a great, you can just name a whole bunch of people, and the UFC is so deep that, all it takes is a couple wins in a row, and you're right there close to the top. I think, let's see, last time, I do believe Jan just wore him out, to be honest. So I think the difference is, can Sean basically back up all that talk? I think he got distracted last time. He was feeling himself a little bit after coming down from beating Aljamain. So, I think if he can focus, I think he can take the belt back from Jan because he has all the tools. He just needs to put them all together consistently. O'Malley, I mean.
Hold on. This was updated June 8th, 2025, so this is wrong. Okay, we're good. I was about to say, this says that Jan was the last champion in 2020. Okay, good take. Who wants it next? I forget even what I asked. Jesus Christ. Where do you rank O'Malley in the contending now that he's back with the deciding win over Song? Sorry.
I think you gotta it's about money, right? He's a name. If I don't really know about, like you said, I don't really know that division like that, but I do know who Sean O'Malley is. And if he's banging, then you gotta let him cook. You just gotta let him cook. See where he can go.
I'm gonna leave that joke alone.
If you banging him, yeah, that was wild.
Oh my god!
No, that wasn't what I was thinking.
This is wild. Yeah. This is wild.
I like Sean O'Malley. I think he's the ultimate gatekeeper in that division. I don't think he'll ever be like the top dog. He could be top 5. He just can't be top 2. Because looking at the names that are the Murad, the number 1 contender, and some dude, Umar Nurmagomedov is number 2.
Umar.
Yeah, so I don't think he messes with either of them.
And some if they skip 4 to 5.
If they skip those 2 guys and make them go straight to Peter Yan, I think he could give him a better fight. Anybody that stand up mostly, I think Sean O'Malley's got a chance. But as soon as you start going to the ground and you start doing all that other stuff, he ain't messing with that. Kind of like a Conor McGregor.
Yeah. Okay. I like it. All right. The fight of the night was
no.
What the hell? Can you
still
hear me?
Yeah.
I can hear you.
Okay. New recording track created. Okay. I didn't need to know that. Camera. Osmo Pocket 3. What's going on? Are we back? No, I'm gone. What is happening?
I can still hear you though.
Okay, so can I.
We're audio only, so I guess it doesn't matter. Hopefully my camera comes back.
If it helps, I couldn't see you this whole time.
Oh yeah, well that's helpful.
Poor Trey.
Oh damn. All right. Well, I look beautiful in my own little viewfinder here. So the fight of the night, there was a lot of great fights. If you watch the whole thing, I think the end was like 3 total fights ended by knockout or TKO with less than 10 seconds left on the final round, which was super exciting to see. You know, old school UFC fans are going to think back to the tough days where Dana White used to just drill the notion, don't let it go to the judges' table. And that's a great testament to the card altogether. I think for first time on Paramount, first time for everybody to be able to see with just that small subscription fee rather than the full pay-per-view. Great way, a lot of energy, a lot of great fights. Specifically the heavyweight fight. If you go and watch that knockout, the dude just gave up. I don't know either of those guys, much. But he just laid there and took like 3 or 4 fucking ground and pound hits to the face. What?
That's it.
Well, y'all.
There he is.
Am I back?
You're back.
This shit's crazy. This shit is crazy.
I'm glad I'm not crazy. Yeah, I feel what I was going through.
No. I don't understand what the fuck is going on. Why can't you see me?
We can hear you.
Okay, we'll just use...
but what would you say?
All right, hold up. Let's see here. Okay, we're back in action, I think. Maybe. Jesus Christ. Technical issues. You can still hear me though.
Yep.
Yeah. I think we were talking about fight of the night though. Oh yeah, we're not on video, so we can do that. We're good.
Right.
You muted, bro.
What the fuck is happening?
Oh, there you go.
Okay. Fight of the night for many reasons. Chief among them is this. Don't count out the old guy. Now, Gaethje's not old, right? He's in his 30s. Am I right? 36? Right around my age somewhere?
Yeah, 37.
37. Okay. Up against Paddy Pimblett. Paddy Pimblett is a dominant force in terms of striking. His ground game has until now been something to fear. You don't want to extend the arms with him. You don't want to get caught in a low clinch because he's masterful with pulling those kind of spur of the moment submissions. Off an 8-fight winning streak, came out looking like he was having a party. The cornrows or whatever the fuck he braided his hair in looked like it was a very interesting design with the. It was like not a design I've seen before. Completely dominated, in my opinion, is an understatement when it comes to the fight mentality. What are your thoughts on Justin Gaethje not only coming out now? Granted, we're gonna have to set aside I was gonna say when I was watching the fight, I'm like, we're gonna talk about this on the wire. I'm gonna have to say something about these eye pokes, but then I saw the knee to the nuts, and that was the most direct low blow I've ever seen. There were several of those, so we'll have to take us aside the fingers and the eyes and the knees and the nuts. What do you make of Paddy Pimblett's streak and road to greatness and interim title being stripped from him by Justin Gaethje in this fight?
I thought that fight was a bloodbath, and I loved every minute of it. When I saw the replays of everything, because I didn't get to watch it live, but that's what I want to see when I'm watching UFC. I want an all-out brawl. It don't even got to be clean.
Right.
I'll go to see 2 grown men fight, and that's what I got.
Yeah,
I think is in a very healthy position. They did themselves a lot of favors by doing this Paramount thing too.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been watching, Patty for a little while. He's put together a few wins. The most notable of them, in my opinion, being Bobby Green submitting him. But when you're unapologetically yourself and kind of loud about it, people it rubs certain people the wrong way. And Justin Gaethje was talking about shutting them up and teaching them a lesson and all that. I ain't think all that was necessary before or after the fight. You know what I mean? Because I'm willing to bet Patty's gonna come out doing the same thing next fight. So to me, I just thought he got pieced up, and Justin Gaethje is one of those fighters where you could keep hitting him, but like you have to put him out. Like what's his face did, Max Holloway did. You know what I'm saying? You got to put him out, otherwise he's just gonna keep coming. So. I think this is going to be a setback for Patty, but I think he's going to come back better next time.
Yeah, humble him up a little bit. Sahi,
yeah.
I know you're a longtime fan of the UFC. What did you make of Patty going out this way with Justin Gaethje?
Yeah, comparing them to what I said about Sean O'Malley, like Patty is like a great value. Like where's he from? Like, is he Scottish?
Great Britain.
Yeah.
Great Britain. Yeah, he's like a great value, Great Britain version of Sean O'Malley. He's like a guy to me that's like just outside the top 5. He can beat a lot of the up and coming guys, but Justin Gaethje is a dude, and you could just see that in the fight. Patty gave him his best shot though. Patty went out there and gave it his all. He's a young guy. He's not going to go out easy. But you could just see some of the punches that Gaethje was throwing was sitting Patty right down. He was sitting him down time and time again. Because he's on another level, Justin Gaethje. Like, and Patty, he can talk. Yeah. He can talk the game, and he's very showmanship. He's got the showmanship with him, but when it comes to that championship level, I don't think he's a championship level guy. He's a good story though. I think he should maybe fight a couple more fights and then get out of the fight game before they realize he's a fraud. Just start streaming or something, or start doing promotions with the Paul brothers, or go to WWE. I feel like a guy like Patty in the WWE would do numbers, like big stuff. Because I don't think he's
too shiny.
Huh?
Too shiny.
He's too tiny, bro. He's like 5'8", 150.
He's still strong and tough as hell. Yeah, he probably strong and tough as nails. I think Patty is a WWE guy. I think he's one of the guys that can transfer over, kind of like a Brock Lesnar. Where he could come back and fight UFC fights every once in a while. I don't think he could build his name to be a championship guy, like just off the merit. Like the weight division he in is got to be like in a down slump,
Then he needs to go to AEW.
Yeah, I can see that.
WWE ain't gonna build him right, because that's the land of the short guys over there.
Yeah, some promotion, but I feel like he'd be better over there.
Well, and honestly, we're cutting it out, but I had a point in here about there were a couple of fights where the post-fight interview really turned into like a WWE promo, and we know they're sister companies now. So my real question there, we can cover it in future talks for sure, because we'll be talking a lot more UFC now that it's so accessible and everybody can watch it. The only reason we haven't in the past, while I know we probably all saw the fight, it's like $70 or $60 or $100 to see the fight every 2 weeks. Not super accessible. It's a great move to Paramount. But yeah, I thought that was interesting. There was a few fights that ended with, oh yeah, brother, I'm gonna fuck you up next week.
Yeah.
Can you see me? Nigga, what are you doing?
This is UNC, buddy. You're on the sister company. I don't usually have a take, but just also a longtime UFC fan. One that took a pretty long break from the sport. I thought that, like, if Justin Gaethje is really after a last leg of his career and going for another serious title run, he's got to continue to execute on that fucking precision. The one thing that stuck out to me, there was a lot of ups and downs, and the factors of it not being a clean fight, to Trey's point, those do factor in. Honestly, Patty's not as worn in round 3 without the finger cutting the eye. I think the blood in the eye is a real thing, sweat in the eye is a real thing. But when Patty got in trouble is when Justin Gaethje made the fight count. Every single one of those follow-up punches, every single one of those ground and pound from the head and arm sprawl, those were dead on the chin, wearing Patty down round after round after round. And I think if he's going to make another run at a late career push to a decent title run, he's going to have to continue to execute on precision and not just throw that same power that he has, but be as accurate as he is, not only when he's in trouble, but when the other guy's in trouble.
Yeah.
So this is the last thing, and then I guess we're at an hour. We'll probably have to cut it, so we'll spearhead. We'll talk Olympics. We'll talk NBA. Those are things that I think we can push.
It's about 11:30 where I'm at.
Yeah, I know it's late. We had tech issues for days. Final take. This is a fun one, guys, and everybody tied. Actually, Trey was in the lead by 2 points. I don't know when it happened. Probably around the second martini. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, when did that happen?
No, he had some good after points. I don't know what happened there. In the midst of all this, so you guys have gotten me into betting. I bet a little bit on UFC. I won a little bit and lost a lot of it. No, I'm just kidding. I didn't bet that much. There was a bet that crossed the screen on the stream. I don't know if you guys saw it. On the Patty fight, someone bet $1.3 million on a first round finish. Didn't have to be knockout. Could have been submission. The payout was $2 million. My question is actually, think of any significant other, current or past. How do you explain the $1.3 million loss on a first round finish in a UFC fight on Paramount Plus?
Cheating is one thing. Cheating is one thing. We could work on that.
Yeah.
But you touching my money, you touch my money market account for 1.3, and you will no longer
we'd
be
have
found.
some issues. That's
You will no longer be
criminal
I will
levels.
find you owe me. I'm suing
Yeah,
you.
that's like criminal levels of financial negligence.
Yeah.
Like
Cheating
you
is one
can't,
thing.
yeah.
You talking?
Like I feel squarely about betting $10. Talking about 1.3 million. Fuck out
To
of
win
here,
$2 million? Hell no.
Because you got
Yeah, like
at that point you got
you got a big problem. It's like betting 50 to win 150. Like, come on now, or 50 to win 75. Like, come on now.
Right.
People
Like,
be betting $100 just to win $5. I'd be like, what
Yeah.
are we really doing?
yeah, like you bet $100, you win $110. Like, come on. Like, what are we doing here?
For the thrill of it, I guess.
Yeah,
That's
like, my nerves can't take it no more. I don't even look at my bets anymore. I just cast them and move on. If it fails, it fails.
Sonny, if I had 1.3 million queued up on DraftKings and I called you and said, "Hey man, I'm just trying to make sure I'm not fucking up here. What's your advice?"
I'm going to say, give me the 1.3.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Let me flip that, hit the street. You ain't got to go out like that, brother.
I'd say, did you win the lottery and forget to tell me? That's what I'd say.
Right? Yeah. Why are you still living in that house in Kansas City?
Did you forget?
No.
Yeah, like, did you forget to tell me something?
At that
I thought
point,
we
I'm
were
gonna be a
friends.
real friend. I'm gonna be like, "Hey, Jay, what's really going on, bro?" We can talk.
Yeah,
We can
I ain't know.
talk.
Well, yeah, I ain't
Why?
known you that long. I ain't finna ask for no money. But
Why do we have to chip in to pay for the wire? I don't get.
I swear, like, you got it, brother.
No, that's hilarious. I would never, if I ever get there. No, when I get there, we'll be positive. When we get to millions, I cannot
Media
imagine.
empire. That's what.
Yeah. What was the name of the new
Yeah.
entertainment company, Ray?
Oh, Dayflow Mob, baby, let's go.
Dayflow Mob, all the way to the top, and ever
Yes,
after
sir.
ENT. Well, thank you guys for dealing with our tech issues and for listening along. I'm sorry you didn't get to watch along, but now you're on the same level as everybody who has to check it out on the way to work tomorrow. So, maybe this was good for you. Maybe this was humbling. Maybe you need to take a step back and think about what it's like to not watch our pretty faces for an hour. Welcome
Listen,
to...
all this.
I had a fucking luchador costume on and nobody saw it.
I showed y'all my new tattoo and nobody saw it.
So we'll be back next week. We'll get the tech things aired out. Still big shout out to Riverside. This has been awesome experience. We do love that we get to show our brand all over this and get to spread the word amongst all these different channels. We do a thing here at Ever After and H2G and The Wire where we go around and give our final thoughts for the week. This does not have to be sports. So just setting that out there so that if anybody does go off topic of sports, our listeners know. But whoever wants to take it first, let's get your final thoughts for the week.
Mine are going to be simple. Believe your eyes and your ears. Don't believe always what people tell you. If there's video evidence, chances are the video evidence is what's correct. So do with that what you will.
Hell yeah.
Hey, you can't go off video evidence these days. AI is crazy. AI.
But if it's video evidence and it has been verified by multiple other sources, then yeah, I'd say go with that evidence.
Even
Verify it first.
Yeah, once they verify that it's not AI. Sahi does have a point. AI is stupid. I don't know what
Rampant.
I'm watching. Lions eating people all the time coming on my timeline. I don't know why I'm seeing.
You
lions.
seen them new AI progressive commercials with the animals driving the cars? They gonna put Flo out of job, man.
All right, who was it next? Sorry.
Oh, that was mine. You can't trust nothing. Everything is AI these days. Am I even real? I might be AI.
I might be AI. I had the AI do the show for me. Shit, that's why
Right.
we're the tech issue.
Yeah, Sahi really chilling in his recliner right now.
he is though. I can see it. Trey, final thoughts.
Hey, if you work customer service, just be patient. We all know the customer is not always right. We all know that. But patience is a virtue, and just understand that you're just having a better day than them.
True.
But
Yep.
don't go off and do what I did
What did you do?
Hold up.
and
Wait a
tell
minute.
that lady she could either take her return or she could get the fuck out the store. Pick one. You have options here. You have options. Because then they will call corporate and say that you're being rude.
Oh no.
And that's okay because you deserve that.
Can we give a shout out to Karen or whoever it was that you were talking to?
Oh, that sucks.
I don't even catch her name.
Sorry.
But she came up to
Yeah.
But all I know is that she came up to me with this energy. I didn't go searching for it. She came to me.
Let's
So,
be real, Trey. You know
how they
it was
say?
Karen.
She had the right one that day.
Yeah. Customer service is a motherfucker, man. You know, that's why I'm glad I just get to throw stuff at people and drive to the next house. Here, take your shit.
Man,
About.
I'm in sales. I willingly signed up to get beat up all the time. Man, if we had any of our other shows, I wouldn't have to do this here, but I feel like I have to do it. So, sorry to bring the mood here, but it's also my responsibility. Listen, we, as white people that understand what the fuck has been going on and why it's wrong, have a responsibility to understand that true change is going to involve us also having to put bodies on the line. It is terrible what's going on. 2 innocent lives have been taken at the hands of law enforcement. 3.
Yeah.
More than 3, honestly. Probably.
Yeah, more. It's a lot more than 3. It's like 9 or 10.
But to the point I'm trying to make, it shouldn't start mattering now, because this show, this company, this group of people have been talking about unjust killings for the sake of change for the entire time we've been doing this. It's been going on longer than that, longer than any of us have been alive. And this is part of it. You can't back down now. This is not the opportunity to say, wait a minute, now white people are getting killed too. We gotta step back. The shit is fucking wrong. We're in a fucking fever dream in history. I don't know if everybody that watches or listens to the show tunes in thinking that they're going to wind up in this conversation, but I think you need to take a look back at the shit that you did learn in school and just draw a line to the similarities. It's not hard. It feels like the 40s right now, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, then you should crack a fucking book. Period. And live, laugh.
Well said, sir.
I don't know. I didn't know. Did y'all see Saturday Night Live with Tiana Taylor?
No, I missed that.
No.
I did. When she spun and threw them glasses off her face, that shit was hilarious.
No, with Keenan, when they was talking about the stuff that was going on in Minneapolis, and then
Yeah. Mikey Day was going on. Yeah. That shit was funny. Yeah, that shit was funny. Yeah, man.
I literally
Check
meant
that
to
out.
watch it, and I got stuck into a video game on Saturday.
Yeah, it was good.
Hell yeah. All right. Well,
Yeah,
thank you
like,
for
yeah.
tuning into The Wire. We'll be back. We're gonna stick with Riverside. We'll get our glitches figured out. You should be able to see us next week, I think.
No more glitches, bitches.
No more glitches, bitches. Konnichiwa, bitches.
Konnichiwa.
Get us kicked off here. Funniest intro. I did the motion because nobody can see us. Live, laugh, love like it's your last. Stay classy, you fuckers, and we'll see you next week. Welcome back to The Wire.
Yeah. Peace, guys. Y'all be easy.
Yep, you too.
Peace out.
Peace.